Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Laura Emanuela Hardy, representing my co-authors Nurul Aini, Ngatindriatun, and Samuel Alvin Ferdinand. Today, I am honored to present our research entitled Packaging for Green Branding of Green Batik Products Design Thinking Method. This study was developed in the Department of Digital Business, Bina Nusantara University, and is presented at the 7th Borobudur International Symposium in conjunction with the 3rd Interconnects 2025 in Magelang. This presentation will guide you through the background of the problem, our research process, and the key findings of this study, focusing on how packaging can strengthen sustainability cultural products. To begin, I would like to explain the background of this research. The fashion and textile industry contributes around 10% of global carbon emissions and 20% of global water waste. This makes it one of the most environmentally impactful industries in the world. In Indonesia, batik is not only a cultural heritage but also a major creative industry. However, the production process still relies heavily on synthetic dyes and chemical waste, which threaten water, soil, and human health. Another important issue is that batik fabric waste is rarely used as eco-friendly packaging material. Most producers still use plastic or conventional packaging that does not reflect sustainable values. At the same time, modern consumers are becoming more critical and aware. They prefer products that are not only beautiful, but also sustainable and socially responsible. Based on this problem, our research has three main objectives. First, to design environmentally friendly packaging made from batik fabric waste. Second, to strengthen green branding identity for green batik products. Third, to develop green packaging innovation using the design thinking method. In this research, we applied the design thinking framework, which consists of 5 main stages: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. This framework allows researchers and designers to deeply understand user needs before developing solutions. It focuses on human-centered thinking, creativity, and continuous improvement through testing. By using this framework, we did not only create a sustainable product concept, but also ensure that the solution is practical, relevant, and aligned with real user expectations. The first stage is empathize. The goal of this stage was to deeply understand how producers and consumers perceive sustainability in batik products and packaging. We used an empathy map canvas and conducted in-depth interviews. We explored aspects such as waste challenges, branding limitations, and opportunities for sustainability. From this stage, we found that sustainable value and unique storytelling are very important for product differentiation. Consumers do not only want a product, they want meaning, identity, and emotional connection. These insights guided us before moving to the next stage. The second stage is define. In this stage, we structured the main problem clearly and systematically. Our goal was to identify a realistic and feasible way to reuse batik fabric waste without creating high production costs or technical difficulties. We used a customer problem statement tool to organize the insights. The key result from this stage is that batik fabric waste should not be seen as a burden, but as a source of added value. This shift in perspective became the foundation of our design concept. A clear problem definition helped us avoid random solution and focus on strategic innovation. The third stage is ideate. In this stage, we generated various design ideas for eco-packaging. The goal was to create packaging that is low cost, functional, and visually attractive. We used the value proposition canvas to match customer gains, pains, and needs with our design ideas. The main insight from this stage is that packaging should not only protect the product, but it should also communicate values such as sustainability, cultural heritage, and brand identity. This is the point where packaging moves from being a technical object to becoming a branding communication tool. The fourth stage is prototype. At this stage, we transform ideas into a real physical form. we created a high-fidelity prototype using batik fabric straps combined with canvas from structural strength. The design was simple, clean, and reusable, so it could function as a storage pouch after purchase. We also added a storytelling card. This card explains the origin of the batik motif, the artisan behind the product, and a message of sustainable consumption. This prototype demonstrates that textile waste can be transformed into functional, meaningful, and educational packaging solution. The fifth stage is testing. The purpose of this stage was to evaluate perceived value, sustainability impact, and branding communication. We conducted in-depth qualitative interviews with target markets, and during the session, we showed the visual prototype and used guided interview questions. We focused on understanding how the respondents perceived the packaging, whether it improved trust, and whether it communicated green branding effectively. This stage was very important because it connected our design concepts with real user experience. From the testing stage, we identified several key findings. First, the eco-packaging significantly increased perceived product value and brand credibility. Respondents felt that the product looked more premium, more responsible, and more trustworthy. Second, the packaging created a strong impact on sustainability perception. The material, visual design, and storytelling made the green message clearer and more convincing. Third, the storytelling element strengthened emotional and cultural connection. Respondents felt closer to the artisans and the heritage of batik. However, several important challenges were also identified. Production costs can increase due to irregular size of batik waste. Functional durability still needs improvement, and reusability must be practical in daily life, not only symbolic. These insights provide clear direction for future product development. In conclusion, this research demonstrates that eco-packaging made from batik fabric waste is effective as a green branding tool. It increases perceived product value, strengthens brand credibility, and improves sustainability communication. At the same time, this study highlights the importance of improving production efficiency, durability, and scalability to make the solution more applicable in real market conditions. Academically, this research contributes to the field of sustainability branding, design innovation, and cultural creative industries. Practically, it provides a realistic and affordable strategy for small-scale batik artisans to enhance competitiveness while supporting environmental sustainability. Through this research, we believe that cultural heritage and environmental responsibility can grow together through thoughtful design. Thank you very much for your attention.